after this short introduction, I'm happy and proud to introduce our Dean, Professor Wadouda Badran. Then Professor Hadja Fakhreddin, the Vice Dean for Teaching and Learning. Then I might talk for just a minute or two and introduce my colleague, Dr. Rasha Mansour, the Program Director, whom you're going to meet a lot and is going to work closely with you. She will introduce you to the political science program. Then we will listen to how we take care of our students. Ms. Marie Tani will present this. Then I'm honored too to have my colleagues, Dr. Lori Phillips, Dr. Nikos, and Dr. Richard, and they will be talking further about various experiences and lots of information that you will need. And so we don't look like people talking about ourselves all the time. We have our wonderful students who are going to talk about their experience and maybe give you some tips about what you can do to excel in the BUE Political Science Department. Allow me to introduce our renowned scholar and professor, Wadouda Badran, Dean of the Business Administration, Economics and Political Science faculty at the British University in Egypt. Professor Wadouda?
Yes, thank you very much, Amani, and it's indeed a pleasure to attend a meeting which focuses on the future path careers of a group of young and enthusiastic students who are standing at a crossroad, really, after finishing their high school. There are, of course, two important questions that they will be thinking about. What will I study and where will I study? Now, let's say, what will I study? You should always study something that you like. So if you are interested in the world around you, whether on the grassroots level or on the local level or on the regional, international levels, in terms of understanding the systems of governance, analysis of political activities, constitutions, political behavior, then I believe political science would be a best choice for you. Studying political science does really give you a very broad perspective, which will help you have a very rich career. I myself, I'm a political science by training, and specializing in this field has helped me really to have a rich career. I'm an academic. I was a diplomat for over 12 years. I was a director of a governmental organization, and I'm back to academia at the BUE. So I think, do not listen to people that would tell you, well, when you study political science, where will you work? What will you do? You know, the sky is the limit. Study what you like, and you will get the right education, and you will really excel in what you do. This leads me to the second question. Where would you study political science? I honestly, really, I'm encouraging you to join the political science department at the British University in Egypt, since it is really the best in this respect. First of all, the program was designed by one of the top UK universities. You will study at a program which is accredited by NAQA. You will study also in a program where you have module leaders that will help you how to think, not what to think. You will develop outstanding critical skills, and you will have the opportunity to join a very wide range of extracurricular activities. You will also have internship opportunities. And on the whole, you will have a very outstanding student learning experience. You will graduate with 2 degrees, one accredited by the Supreme Council of Universities, an Egyptian degree, and a British degree, which is validated by the QA, the Quality Assurance Agency in the UK. If you decide to pursue your graduate studies, I'm very happy to say that we are about to start the MSc program in political science. We have had the approval of the sectorial committee. So, I mean, this is quite a new step at the political science department. But if you decide also to study abroad, our graduates have joined renowned graduate programs in top universities worldwide. Now, I think I should leave the floor to learn more from my colleagues regarding details of the political science department, which I am very proud to be part of. Thank you very much. And thank you for the outreach team for organizing this event.
Thank you, Professor Wadouda. That was very enlightening, very encouraging. It's also my pleasure to introduce my colleague, my friend, and our biggest support in the Political Science Department, Professor Hadia Fakhreddin, Vice Dean for Teaching and Learning. Hi, Hadia.
Hi, Amani. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Great. I'm not so comfortable, but I will. I'm not used to Zoom very much, but I'm used to Microsoft Teams. Like my colleagues, we at BUE we use Microsoft extensively. I want to welcome you to this wonderful opportunity to meet you all virtually like this. The Political Science Department of our faculty is a very special department. They are organizing events and activities all the time. This is one of the things I want to talk to you about, because as a student, it's not just subjects and academic life. No, the Political Science Department is a very active department. They want to produce a well-rounded graduate, a graduate, as our dean has said, that learns and has learned what not what to think, but how to think. In addition, many activities provide skills to our graduates, because they have academic activities, they have professional activities, they have internships, they have social activities, political engagements, they go to field trips in so many areas. So really at the Political Science Department, there is the opportunity of a wide range of subjects that are really general and subjects that are specialized, area studies subjects and in-depth studies subjects. You will have an excellent combination of module leaders. This is what we call them at the BUE. This means professors who cover a wide range of disciplines and are research active and very well informed in these disciplines and subjects. One of our biggest assets in the department and in the faculty in general are our TAs. We have not only very well qualified TAs who have the knowledge and the skills, but we have passionate TAs who help you, support you all the way from day one until you graduate and even after the graduation. This is one of the biggest assets. We are always proud of them. And you will be working with some wonderful people who will be your friends, your mentors, and who will really benefit you a lot throughout the 4 years at the Political Science Department of the BUE. At the end, I want to wish you all the best, reminding you that we have also, in addition to being affiliated with the London South Bank University currently, we also provide a summer semester abroad, which is also another aspect that adds to the skills, adds to the edge that we have. Actually, I was for myself with the Political Science Department 2 years ago in this summer semester. The students they learned 2 subjects, European Union, which was very relevant, very makes sense that you go and learn this in the UK. In addition, they went to trips, they went to the Parliament. It was very exciting for them. They really had lots of exposure to the UK, to its system, and to its constitution and institutions, and so on. So this is what we offer at the Political Science Department, at the faculty and at BUE, a very good combination of theoretical, practical, and graduate level skills and activities. So I hope to welcome you soon and see you soon, inshallah, at the beginning of the academic year. Thank you, Amani.
Thank you, Hadia. Thank you for summing up the major points that any potential student would need to know about the BUE Political Science Department. A short video and we're back. Okay.
interested in politics and international affairs? Interested in exploring critical issues pertaining to public policy, globalization, terrorism, or the environment? Are you interested in human rights, political development, or foreign policy? Want to study theories of government, public policies, and political behavior, as well as how power and resources are allocated within society?
If you want to study these subjects and pursue a related career, if you wish to serve as a diplomat, work as a political analyst, be an outstanding researcher, or work as a political journalist, then BUE Political Science Department is the right place for you.
By joining the department, you will be a member of a multicultural environment with an interesting, rich, and exciting undergraduate program. It offers a comprehensive and analytical approach to the study of contemporary politics, international relations, political theory, public policy and administration, and finally, area studies.
The Political Science program is recognized nationally by the Supreme Council of Universities and validated internationally by London South Bank University, or LSBU. Because of our UK affiliation, our program adheres to the criteria set forth by the UK's Quality Assurance Agency, QAA, for higher education.
The BUE Political Science Department provides you with an education that enhances multiple skills such as academic writing, communication, and the ability to conduct data analysis, fundamental for a career as an outstanding researcher.
This type of education will prepare you to think critically and independently, help you appreciate different points of view, and give you knowledge of current affairs, both globally and in the Middle East.
Majoring in political science can qualify you for many different careers in both private and public sector. Graduates will be able to pursue careers in teaching, consultancy, diplomacy, international organizations, community service, as well as the government. There is room for political scientists everywhere, including business and law firms.
The BUE Political Science Department offers its students a variety of different internships and traineeships throughout the course of the program in multiple organizations of various backgrounds. This prepares the students to compete in the job market and to work in international organizations, research centers, think tanks, and governmental institutions.
And if you want to know more about us, the program in general, the staff, the modules we deliver, the internships we offer, the workshops, the research seminars, the activities organized by our students, the political science conference model for undergraduates, you can check our departmental page on the university website, our Facebook page, our Twitter account, and our YouTube channel.
Apply now and become one of our political science students at the British University in Egypt. Okay, so we're back now, and this short video sort of summons everything I would want to say as an HOD, said better by my wonderful colleagues, especially the young TAs, as Professor Hadia has pointed out. I'm sure you're all eager to know what type of modules will you study, how is the program constructed, and how can you excel. So let's move on to our wonderful program director, Dr. Rasha Mansour.
Hi everybody, thank you for being here. It's really a pleasure to meet all of you virtually, hopefully until we meet face to face. As you heard in the video and as my colleagues explained, the political science program at the BUE is based on a British philosophy of education, which means it is very much focused on students. All of our modules are designed and planned with the student in mind, so they are student-centered modules. Basically, what this means is that you will learn to think, to learn independently, to think creatively, to acquire a wide range of transferable skills that you can use and that are in demand in almost every industry, in the job market. So political science graduates they fit everywhere. As you've seen in the video, you can work in a wide range of jobs, organizations, and you can choose the career that you like, using the knowledge and skills and culture that you acquire at the Political Science Department in BUE. Of course, it is a 4-year program. We have a preparatory year in which students are prepared and introduced to the basic concepts and theories that they need as a foundation to build on their knowledge and skills in the subsequent years of the program. So basically the student studies takes 120 credits every year, divided on 2 semesters, so 60 credits each semester. And I don't want to bore you with all the details of all the modules, but what you need to know is that we offer a very strong theoretical foundation for our students in order to, in later years, be able to choose for themselves some elective modules, optional modules in area studies, and a variety of modules like strategic thinking, migration and refugees, as well as modules in foreign policy and diplomacy. We also have a module designed to prepare our students for the exam of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is delivered in Arabic. It is an optional module for those who are hoping to pursue a diplomatic career later on. And we have a module in political journalism, which might prove very useful for those of you who are interested in pursuing a career in mass media later on. And of course, we have the final year project, and that is a very important component of our program because it is a year-long module in which you are required to write a dissertation similar to the one that you might be required to write for a master's or a graduate program later on if you decide to pursue your postgraduate studies, and this is going to be very useful for you. In this module, you learn how to write a dissertation, and you learn a variety of skills that are useful in life, like time management, in addition to, of course, the academic writing, research skills, and public speaking, because you are required to present your work. So you will be also learning to talk in front of an audience or a committee and to discuss your work and basically what in some other universities is called defense of your thesis. So all these skills you learn at the political science program at BUE, and in addition to that, we have a wide range of internships and extracurricular activities. So basically what you will be acquiring over the 4 years is not just the knowledge about political science as a discipline, but also a wide range of skills that you will need later on in life, whether you will pursue postgraduate studies or you will pursue a professional path. And if you have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Thank you, Rasha, for this enlightening and condensed description of the program. As Dr. Rasha has explained, our program, I myself all the time say that it is a research-oriented program. You not only graduate with a bachelor's degree in political science, but you can title yourself as an excellent researcher by the time you're done with those modules. And there is a lot of preparation from day one to achieve this skill, and this is not an easy skill, And it's very beneficial, even if you work something that's not in a place that's not related to academia. Like if you decide to work as a television anchor or a journalist, research is a very important skill that you can use, and it will really make you a special media person if you choose to take that path. Any other, we have people that have worked in various jobs, but the skills they acquired from the research oriented theme of our program really helped them a lot. That's not the only flavor we have in our program, but also I would like to call our program as a student-oriented program, because the student is the most important thing to all of us as staff members, and we try to provide our students with a lot of aid and help, and we really push hard to develop their, not only give them knowledge, but to develop their personality, their ability to be ready for the workforce. And this is why this year we initiated the first PSCM, which is the first student conference model, and it was a great success, and our students will receive after a week or two their proceedings with their academic articles, exactly like any international academic conference. Also, we have a student inclusion team, and we have 3 wonderful staff members that were BUE graduates like you, hopefully. And I would like to invite one of them, Marit Hani, to explain what exactly do we provide for our students.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. So as Dr. Amani introduced, I'm part of the student inclusion team, and basically this is a team of TAs who work on designing and implementing a plan that makes sure that all students are included and that we cater to the different needs of our students. And before I start talking to you about this specific tailored plan of inclusion, I'd like to tell you that as a department and as a faculty, we have a range of means through which we support our students. We have a personal tutoring system. This is a module leader that gets to be with you from your day one. You get to ask them questions all the time and use their support. We also have office hours for each and every module in the 4 years. Also, our teaching teams and our staff are always accessible through emails, through face-to-face interaction, of course. And we also have a mechanism for voicing complaints, concerns, questions. This is through the SSLC. So now moving on to the specific kind of support that we give to special categories of students. Our team provides support to basically 3 categories of students. First, students who are in need of extra accommodation, and that means students who need special procedures because of medical reasons or any other specific reasons. And this is usually done in collaboration with someone on the faculty level called the Faculty Student Support Officer. They get to identify students who need extra accommodation, and under the umbrella of the faculty, we provide some sort of support like extension for deadlines, extra time in exams. This is based, of course, on case by case. Also, we have another category of students, those who academically suffer or those who have problems academically, and we start to identify those students after the first prep year. And we differentiate between those who have problems with a certain module and therefore support is given to them by their teaching team, and those who have academic problems in general, with their performance in general. Saying a TA, a special TA, is assigned to follow up on the student's performance. And over the years, we've developed a very well monitoring system that works on a portfolio for the students, seeing how they have progressed over the years. And over the years, we've had some very successful cases with students who used to struggle in their first or second year, and then they managed, with the support of the department, to graduate. Also, the third category of students that we support or give tailored support to are top students. And we've developed this kind of support based on the fact that we wanted as much as possible students to get to graduate with an A, with first class. And this kind of support for top students is basically in two ways. Support in the form of workshops, sessions based on a self-assessment that students fill on a yearly basis, and therefore the support is tailored to their needs. And another set of support that is in the form of incentives. We make sure to always provide our students with incentives to maintain their good performance if they are among top students. And that does not only include students who usually get A's, but we also work with students who have high potential, those who show very good interest and are in need of support in order to excel. And over time, we have learned as a student inclusion team how to develop, how to deal with the different scenarios that come up. For instance, in the closure time, we have worked on providing our students with timely updates, with a mechanism to monitor all problems and to deal with them in a timely manner, and to engage, of course, our students on our social media platforms. And maybe you can check out the videos, the wonderful videos that they do on the Facebook page. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to take them at the end of the session.
Thank you, Marit. Thank you very much. That was very nice. Now we move on to support given to prep year and Dr. Lori Phillips, who will give us a brief on how do you support newcomers, Dr. Lori? Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay, there we go. So it's a privilege to be able to talk to you and to talk about the prep year program. Is like a separate program, and it's designed to prepare new students to participate in the political science department. So as Professor Meni suggested, is your needs and your skills are the basis of this program. Okay, so I think it's important to understand at the moment we're in a kind of corona crisis, which no one has really discussed. So the first thing that's important for us is your safety and your security. And the second thing connected to this is that because of that, we've become very, very skilled in online teaching. So this is an important part of our program at the moment. So we're going to support you through e-learning and through online teaching and online learning. This is extremely important. And in terms of this, we have an academic writing workshop. So we're going to build up your academic writing skills from an early stage. And this is very, very important, as Professor Meni suggested before. It's very important that you build up these skills, and these skills will be useful throughout all your lives, whether you're in political science or not. So it's very, very important to us that you learn to write well, and that you learn to do good academic research and to be able to produce academic papers. So based on this, we have so many support mechanisms. Okay, so we're kind of monitoring you while you're writing your research papers, while you're doing research, and we have, like I said, an academic writing workshop, and also which we're kind of developing at the moment. We're hopefully going to give you certificates for participating. We're going to put videos on it to guide you through the process of academic writing. Okay, and everything, like I was saying, in the prep year program is designed to help you, not to leave you lost, not just for you. E-learning program. So continually in touch with you, continually guiding your process, the process of writing. You'll be writing abstracts, and we'll be reading your abstracts, reading your research, and helping you all the way through. Okay, and the modules that you'll be learning in the prep year program will also help you with the rest of the political science program and the rest of your career, whether it's in political science or not. Okay, so you'll be learning research skills, and you'll be learning the basic kind of fundamental principles and practices of politics and political sociology and research. Okay, and we have like a really good team, as Professor Meni suggested, of module leaders and teaching teams, and they support your progress throughout the prep year. So you're not going to be lost. We organize continual Zoom sessions, you know, during this kind of crisis. We've been organizing Zoom sessions all the time, and this is a chance for you to participate in this program so you don't feel lost. The basic thing is this program is for you, as Professor Meni said. You're the center of the program. Your safety, your security, and your learning is at the forefront of our program. Okay, so this is something you have to understand. We're continually, and with me as kind of prep year officer, continually building our own skills in online teaching, in making videos, in making kind of interactive exercises. This is the basis of the academic writing workshop that I've set up, and this is hopefully going to snowball through all your modules. You'll learn something, whether online or whether you're in classes or whatever happens in next semester. Your security and your learning is our priority.
Thank you, Dr. Laurie. And now we move on to assessments. That's the most important thing to you. It's what you may call, before joining BUE Political Science Department exams, we call them assessments. So Dr. Nicholas is going to give us a brief about how to prepare yourself and how is this different in this department. Nikos?
Yes. Hi. Thank you, Professor Meni. I would like to welcome everyone on this Zoom meeting, and apparently apologize for what happened. That happens on Zoom, unfortunately, not very infrequently. So, with regards now to the assessment, Department of Political Science at the British University of Egypt, as the name suggests, follows the British style of assessment. By assessment, we mean anything that gets evaluated and plays a role towards receiving a mark on every module that on its own turn will be calculated towards the final GPA and will play like the most important role in getting, you know, your degrees category. So the UK system of with regards to assessment consists predominantly of written assessments, and the most important of those two are essays or research papers. You will see like these terms being used interchangeably, and exams. Okay, so the essays and the or research papers, regardless of what every module leader will be using, consist of a written piece of work that to begin with is a bit, the word count is a bit lower for prep year, and then from year 1, 2, and 3, you will have to write an essay or research paper that is going to be more or less around 2,500 words long. Okay, you will have a number of weeks, and you will have the possibility to discuss this with eventually any of your module leaders on a certain theme, and you will have, of course, to do some research, and as a result, afterwards, produce a written piece of work that will consist of arguments, okay, or like of one argument, depending from question to question and from theme to theme. The important thing that we need to emphasize now here on that type of assessment is that it will allow you in the long run, okay, immediately something that, you know, you will need a lot of support, and as Dr. Laurie suggested, the department provides with a lot of support for that in acquiring writing skills, okay. Writing skills and writing overall is like like a sport. So when you start, it's going to be relatively hard, but with practice and with the support and advice from your module leaders and the TAs of the department, you will eventually gain some experience and become able to actually, you know, handle the pressure and everything that comes with writing an essay or a research paper. But this is something that will give you a good amount of skills when it comes to your writing that can be used even outside of academia, okay, outside of a university. Either you have to write a report, you work in a policy-related job, or you work in any other sector. Most likely you will have to write something in a form of the report or in an article or an opinion article. So a writing skill is something very, very important, and it's something that you will definitely acquire by the end of your studies, with the fact that, you know, you will have to write a lot of essays. Now, with the second type of assessment, we have the unseen exam. This is your classical exam, but it's not an exam where we're looking for parrots or we're looking for like memorization. And of course, moving on from like a school system of exams where, you know, you have a limited amount of pages that you have to read. When it comes to history, for instance, I'll give you one example. Maybe you have 100 pages. Maybe some of you are able to actually memorize a good amount of that. You know, when it comes to the university now, like the amount of readings is going to be a lot more. So what we're looking for is not somebody that is able to memorize 500 pages, but rather someone that has understood. And as a result, when asked a question that combines critical thinking with, you know, a tiny bit of memory, of course, you'll have to remember some things, but what you will need to do definitely is to be able to understand, and as a result, respond to essay type questions in a certain amount of time. And usually that is either 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on the module. Finally, and I will try and keep it brief, the final kind of category of assessment that will play a role, but not as big a role as the other two types of assessment, as I've already said, are presentations or posters or moot courts, any other type of non-written, predominantly non-written assessments. And here again, there's a lot of skills to be acquired, be that, you know, oral presentation skills, like when you have to summarize something in a 10-minute or 7-minute presentation, something that will come back handy in most jobs and careers, even outside of academia. But that will include, you know, depending on the module, even other types of assessment, as such like the moot court that we have for international law, or posters that we have for some other assessment. So that pretty much sums up like the assessment dimension of our program of study. And as I said, each and every one of them, I mean, to begin with, will look like, you know, like something that is relatively hard, but with time and practice and with the support that you will receive from the department, you know, hopefully by the end of your studies, you will have been able to master them and be able to use them for the rest of your life. Thank you very much. And
thank you, Dr. Nicholas. And I guess the last part you introduced about how presentations will be different. I think this cohort is going to be lucky because there will be an introduction of more tools and activities that they can do online. With the hybrid teaching and the virtual learning being extensively dominating everywhere, not academia everywhere, not only at the BUE Political Science Department. And now we turn to teaching and learning. Associate Professor Dr. Richard Gauvin, yes, you're there?
Yes, I'm here, I'm here.
I'm not used to the Zoom, you know, I'm used to Microsoft Teams, so it takes me a while to spot people. Hi, Richard, how are you doing?
Hi there. All right, okay. Great. So my colleagues, Laurie and Nikos, have already talked about research, and the reason they've talked about research is because it's intertwined, it's embedded in the culture of the British University here. There's no way to get around this. You know, if you go to the next slide, I can do this really quickly, Nicholas. There we go. All right. If you just so we start from the very top. We start from the program out. We're trying to get students to learn at the very beginning, and you'll see in the first of these that we want you to have critical and analytical thinking. In the second one, we want you to have independent thinking. This all comes from the mission: learn how, not what to think. That's what we're aiming for. If you go to the next little slide here, you'll see that that filters down. Okay, so from you've got the mission, which tells you, which asks you learn how, not what to think. It comes down into the program learning outcomes, which comes down into the actual curriculum, what you're being taught. You'll find that the shock and horror of students coming in the first year, you've automatically got a research methods course, and it will be difficult, but it will also be challenging, it will also be interesting, and you will have the support to get through it. Lots of students in the end enjoy it. That's one of 3 research methods courses that you have. This takes you on to the final year project, which is unusual in this area, but it prepares you really well for the next stage for graduate studies, if you want to do that. And even if you don't want to do graduate studies, it is a really solid British way of carrying out research at a university. Okay, you work with your supervisor, you work with your supervisor for 2 whole semesters, okay, and then at the end you've got 12,000 words of which you will be very proud. That is the hope, and it often happens. Nikos, the next slide. All right, so there's, as it filters down and it comes down from program outcomes, filters into the curriculum, it's the structure there for you. There needs to be a group momentum as well. If enough students are interested in carrying out research, which is the hope, you've got a research culture. An ideal example of a research culture working is the Political Science Student Model Conference, which we started last year. The next one is already underway, and that showed off just how interested students were in research, and they came out and they gave excellent presentations. It was really quite remarkable. We're looking forward to something equally good this year. Next slide. Okay, so filters down, group incentive, group sort of motivations and incentives. We're looking for students that really excel. So we're looking to reward those ones who go that extra mile, and it's not just in presenting and the conference, but who write those excellent papers. And those students can submit and can be chosen for the Student Research Award. Recognizes excellence in student research writing, and those students, the opportunities for research opening up to them, they'll be interested, as I hope you will be, by the visits from international academics, from diplomats, from people willing to share their experience. The best example of that are our TAs who you've already met during this presentation. I think we've just had Marie and refer her dissertation into a published article in a peer-reviewed journal. That's what we're looking for at the BUE and at the research level. Over to you, Ahmed.
Students and alumni. Miss Nadine Khalid, are you with us?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
It's your turn.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very honored to be here in this event. It's such an honor to be to partake in this event, and I would like to welcome everyone and hi guys to the students. I've graduated almost 23 hours ago, and it's very overwhelming. It's very overwhelming even to see all of this event. It's like an emotional rush of my 4 years. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful. I'm here to talk about the extracurricular activities that you can partake in. They are divided into 2 things, actually. They are divided into academic activities and non-academic, on both the departmental level and the university level. On the academic level, you have oh, this is me. Okay, this is me in the political PSM, the conference, and it was very, very empowering to see that you're presenting your paper in front of the entire department, students, the TAs, the professors, and even the dean and everything, and everyone is just there and to support you. It was very empowering and taught me a lot, especially the feedback. Feedback was one of the things that really helped me in my dissertation and like the way I write in general. And you also have the MUN, the Model of United Nations. You have everything that you would like in terms of the Arab League, Model of Arab League, And this is on the academic level. I've participated in the MUN, and it does not only include people from political science. You also get the opportunity to meet people from all over campus. But you become able to get to know people from different majors as well. And trust me, you would be surprised of how much help they could be on later stages. On a non-academic level, there are two things, the 2 points that I want to state. The first point is that you can find on the university level, you can find clubs such as SMOVE or SMOVE and other clubs that can really help you in your organizational skills and event planning and going to field trips, especially if you are interested in concerts, which is one of the things that are really cool about BUE. I had to say this, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And the other thing is on your personal path, when you have when you achieve something in your own life, the department really takes pride in that, and they show you attention, and they really support you in your life. It's not just on the departmental level, and it's not just the papers, and it's not just your academic performance. It's your overall development as a person who is going through this university journey, and they offer a lot of support in that manner. And you have many scopes of interests that are available. Like if you're interested in research, you have the political science conference model. If you're interested in law, you have the JSOP that is also organized by political science. You have everything that you would like. You have the opportunity to also explore your interests, and trust me, it will help you when you grow up and you finish your 4 years in BUE. But this is it, and I'm also available if anyone wants to ask any questions. Thank you so much for having me. It's
Thank
really
you,
my pleasure.
Nadine. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you. Sarah Hisham?
Yes, doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, dear, we do.
Okay, so hi, my name is Sarah Hisham. I'm a political science student and hopefully a senior to be. I will be briefly talking about the department's open door policy. And since I'm short on time, I'm going to make this as clear as possible by dividing it into the department's effort pre the outbreak of COVID-19 and post the outbreak of COVID-19. Mainly before, by the time they were on campus, the department had official office hours, be it the head of the department, the program director, the TAs, and the model leaders. They all had official office hours and schedules probably printed all over their office and in the corridor. You're going to find them whenever you need them. And despite that, you can always just knock on the door and go inside and maybe break down a little and then share your concern, and they would always be welcome if they're free of course, which is most probably the case. They have time for us whenever we need them. And also, you can always reach them via email, which is the easiest way and the most common way that we have right now. You can deliver your concern to an email, and it should be handled as soon as they see it. However, post the outbreak of coronavirus, nothing has changed about the open door policy, but it only got digitalized, meaning that the TAs and the department now, they have virtual office hours. It's uploaded in e-learning, and we get notified by it via email. And you can also have what we're having right now. You can contact them and have a one-to-one meeting on Zoom or Microsoft in case you want a feedback regarding your paper, or you prefer to have this conversation to your tutor or your model leader. They're always available via email to have an appointment, and you can always reach them. Also, which as always, email. They are very responsive, very responsive, especially during this difficult time. They were very helpful. They helped us get through the semester, and they made tremendous effort to make things as smooth as they were. They tried as much as they can to reply, even if it's not their office hours, even if the time is bizarre. Even if we send them emails at midnight, they still respond, and they're still very helpful. And this outreach team, it's a very simple example of what the department has been trying to do ever since the outbreak of corona happened. It's very helpful. They try to get us motivated as much as they can, respond to our concerns as much as they can, be helpful, support, and this BUE Political Science page as well. Believe me, it made us extra supported. It made us extra motivated to do what we do and to get through this difficult time together. So you can always reach them whenever you want them. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. It is. Thank you for saying that, because it's not our job only to develop you, but we develop with you. We learn from our students, and we try to cope with the pandemic exactly like the way you did. And you did it well, and we are a reflection to you. Thank you.
It's only because of you. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Han. Thank you. Now we move on to our alumni, and we have Fatma Ali. Hi, Fatma. Miss you.
Hello, Dr. Amani. How are you?
Are you still
I miss you so much.
Are you in Egypt or back, or are you still abroad?
Now I'm in Egypt.
Okay.
No,
welcome back. Go ahead.
Thank you. So thank you so much for having me today. It's a pleasure to talk about my university. I have graduated in 2016, and I conducted my master's in public policy after studying it with Dr. Amani, of course. And
congratulations.
Thank you. I studied it in Germany, and as a political science graduate, and I graduated from the British University in Egypt, I'll say that it was really hard for me, because from the first day at the university, they are teaching you in the European way. If you care about traveling or resuming your studies abroad, I'm sure that the university will help you a lot. They teach you how to make a research, how to make a PowerPoint, how to present, how to make everything. They depend on your learning style more than just educating you or giving you the information. So I'm always thankful for the university for this, and currently I'm working for the International Organization for Migration. So the more the university and the job market so much, because it's now the competition is high, especially during the COVID-19, and I know the job market will change a lot. But I started working last month thanks to the university and thanks to the masters, but without the university and the system and what the TAs, my professors, has told me, I would have never done anything. Like, I'm really thankful for them. I joined the BUE, and I didn't know how to write a research paper. I didn't know how to present. I didn't know anything, but they're really dedicated. And now I can say that those guys are not just doing their job, they're doing like much more than what is required from them. So thank you so much. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Fatma. Last but not least, our Omar Abu Bakr, BUE Political Science Department graduate, and currently one of our assistant lecturers. Yes.
Thank you so much, Professor Amani. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a nice time. I feel so emotional being here today, because when I get to meet the prospective students, or even welcome the new students during the induction, I remember my induction program. During that time, me and Fatma were on the same group, and we didn't know each other. Now we considered be best friends. So being here with you today, it gets us really emotional that we now have the chance to introduce you to the program. I will be focused on my speech, and I will mainly talk about the opportunities offered by the department. There are plenty of opportunities offered by the department. Me myself had the pleasure and the honor to be awarded some of these opportunities during my undergraduate studies. By opportunities, I mainly mean the internships and traineeships that are offered by the department. There is this very interesting partnership between the department and the League of Arab States, which receives a number of our students every summer. And with my colleagues here as graduates of BUE, we had the chance to intern at the political sectors and administrative sectors of the League of Arab States, and which prepared us later for either our academic career or the professional career in international organizations. This summer, and being part of the outreach team, as I now work for the department, and with all the circumstances of COVID-19, we've managed to secure a number of internships in a very reputable organizations. This includes the Catholic Relief Service, Care International, Scoop Magazine, and Marja Foundation, and the Egyptian Council of Foreign Affairs, and UN Habitat, and other institutions. And yeah, some institutions are yet to follow. So the internships offered to you by the departments prepares you well for the job market and allows you to compete in the job market effectively. Not only that, but throughout your studies at the BUE Political Science Department, you get very well trained in how to apply to these opportunities. You get your CVs mentored by professionals, and I'm very thankful that some of our TAs and model leaders were helpful enough to write me very prestigious reference letters, and reviewed my CVs, reviewed my personal letters and motivational letters to apply for masters. And I was recently awarded the Chevening scholarship by the UK Embassy in Egypt, which allowed me to study a one-year program in Edinburgh, Scotland. So we're here to help you. If you have any questions that you want to raise about career opportunities or internship opportunities, we'd love to answer these questions. Thank you so much, Professor Rain.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much.